Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
And look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there for Philly. 49 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out and set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On second down, Swift.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Here's 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
On 2nd down, Tua. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Tua sets up to pass it. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. It's a big play there for Miami. 51 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Tua. And he's got it. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, Miami.
Tua going to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Back to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action with Hurts. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Phillips looking like he may be a long-term centerpiece of the Miami defense. Put up 7 sacks last season. The Fins, they're hoping he can become a game wrecker here in year 3.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, put in the end zone, we're right back to even.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Now Tua gets this one to Hill. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That is caught. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. In trouble, and he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So on fourth down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back deep is Britton Covey. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The credit to tackle to Brandon Jones. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find John. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That one complete to Berrios. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second down, here's Hurts. His throw incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one left side caught by Berrios. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. 21G. 35-yard line.
Tua going to throw. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Dolphin 1st down.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
17 yards. 1st down, Dolphins.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. From the 20, here's 2nd and 3. Back to the running game with Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Miami.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Throwing is Hurts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins first down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Dolphin first down.
Now Tua. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
First down, Dolphins.
Throwing Tua. This is caught by Waddle. Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Tua. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Tua. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Tua to throw.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Tagovailoa. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now as to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
And they work this out past the 25. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Once again, it's Swift. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
No, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in